Hello, future toppers. Let's make maths simple, intuitive, and fun together. So, we are back with wholesome new session of differential equation. In this part, like we guys have already studied variable separable method. Now, there will be some situations in which you cannot segregate variables easily. So how you have to respond to those questions, try to understand. So it has been categorized into certain situations. The first situation is this, means they will give you a differential equation dy by dx and they will intact some linear function together. Okay, and but you cannot segregate x, all x together and all y together. So how you have to respond to those questions, we will understand in part A. In part B, again there will be some situation where you will be having dy by dx equals to linear function by linear function. So again you cannot segregate uh, all x together and all y together, and here we will have some more situation where b1 plus a2 should be 0. This is the condition. Then only we can apply this b category ideas. Okay, and then we have to use polar coordinates to convert our question into variable separable method. So this is reducible to variable separable method, means directly if you can segregate variables, it is variable separable method. If there are some questions in which you cannot do it easily, so we will do it by using these ideas. So the first idea we have to extract is this. Now the idea is they will give you a differential equation and they will intact linear function in which you cannot segregate them easily. So how you have to respond to those questions, try to understand. So what you have to do, you have to consider that linear function as z. That's it. You will consider linear function as z and your task is done. You will understand like how we should approach that problem. So let's move on to example for better understanding. Look at here. The solution of the differential equation this. So we have to solve this differential equation. So look at this how I will approach. You have to not consider that this question belongs to variable separable method. Suppose that it is being asked in your examination, and then how you will think about this question, how will you crack this question, that you have to understand. So we have dy by dx is equal to x minus y whole square. Now, so what I will do, my first filter would be variable separable method. So I will first observe that whether it is variable separable or not, means we can segregate x thing together or y thing together or not. So my first problem is like I cannot take root because I am not comfortable with root of dy by dx, correct? And then if we will proceed, means suppose root is ignored and we have expanded x minus y whole square. So we will be having x square plus y square plus 2xy. So you cannot factorize this thing either, correct? So this thing cannot be segregated, means x thing cannot be segregated together, y thing cannot be segregated together. Now what I will be, think of, so I will apply the first filter of variable separable method. So it is, I will check whether linear function is intact together or not. So clearly you can visualize that the linear function is intact together, correct? So what we have to do, so this is variable separable method and it is type 1 problem, correct? So what we have understood, we have to take that linear function as z and the whole question will be converted into variable separable method. So look at this how we will approach. So let's differentiate this function with respect to x, as we have differentiated our differential function is also in x. So we will differentiate the given thing with respect to x. So we got dz by dx equals to 1 minus dy by dx. Now clearly you can observe that the value of dy by dx is equal to 1 minus dz by dx. If you will do these manipulations, no, your question will be converted into variable separable method. Look at here. So can I replace this dy by dx with 1 minus dz by dx is equal to z square. Is that okay? Now look at this. Can I write 1 minus z square is equal to dz by dx? Now can I write this thing as dz by 1 minus z square is equal to dx? Look at this. So all z on one side, all x on one side. So this is variable separable method, correct? Means you have converted your question into variable separable method. Now we did integration. Now, do you remember that we have one situation where we have this thing dx by a square minus x square. So if we like it is without root, so we will be using 1 by a or 1 by 2a. If it is with root, no need to use 1 by a, 1 by 2a. So it is without root, and if you are comfortable, then you will be using 1 by a, and if you are not comfortable, you will be using 1 by 2a. So do you think you are comfortable in this situation? No. You are comfortable with dx by a square plus x square tan inverse x. Okay, so we are not comfortable, so what we will be using? 1 by 2a. So 1 by 2 is 1, and then we have to use log. Log of what? It is a square minus x square. So we will be writing a minus x on the denominator, means 1 minus z, 1 plus z on the numerator. These are things which happens a lot. Now integration of dx becomes x plus c. So we did the integration part. Now you know that your question was given in form of x and y, not in z. So let's convert it into the required form. So 1 by 2 log 1 plus x minus y upon 1 minus x plus y is equal to x plus c. Now the task is to find out the integration constant c. Look at this. They have provided you this situation that y1 is equal to 1, means your curve is passing through 1 comma 1. So it will satisfy 1 comma 1. है ना? So let's try to find out the value of integration constant c. So look at this. So can I write 1 by 2 log 1 plus 1 minus 1 upon 1 minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 plus c. So look at this. This thing on, this thing on. We are left with log 1. Log 1 is 0. So value of c is minus 1. Correct? So can I write that the required function is 1 by 2 log 1 plus x minus y upon 1 minus x plus y is equal to x minus 1. So this is our solution of the differential equation. This, I hope the idea is clear and you guys can handle similar situations. So see you guys in next session of MathFlix.